In today's video, we're going to showcase the details of a triplex conversion that our client has purchased in the city of Welland. This is a phenomenal deal where this client's going to be able to put in 2 legal basement apartments. Before we get into the details, I want to share a quick promo for our Welland investment tour that's coming up on September 10th. Link is in the comment below if you want to sign up for it.
Hey guys, Koukun here. We are at a investment property in the city of Welland and we just completed our investment tour. So these investment tours, we take out some of our new clients to check out a few different projects that are either currently under renovation or complete, just to get an idea of the before and afters. We typically go through the numbers on a project like this, sort of purchase price, after repair value, go into the rental numbers if it's already been rented. So if you're interested, click the link below.
All right, so this is the property that our client has purchased, 463 Clare Avenue South. This is a beautiful bungalow with pretty big windows to the basement, and it's located in the west end of the city of Welland, on Clare Avenue. And for those of you who know Welland, this is a premium area. Just a few months ago, we were not able to find deals that we could buy in the nicer parts of Welland that could have positive cash flow, but with this triplex conversion strategy, that has all changed. So I've shared this property before in the past, but let's take a quick look at some of the photos. So it's a bungalow with a garage. It's about 1,100 square feet, nice lot, beautiful backyard. You can see there's a whole bunch of space. But it's dated on the inside, and this was a property that the client was able to get for a really good deal because it needed some work, even though it came with such a large footprint. And going into it, he knew that he was going to have to put some money into renovating both the upper level and the basement to create the 2 basement apartments. All right, nothing much to see, but just want to give you guys a sense. There was already a kitchen, so probably not going to keep the kitchen, but if the plumbing is in the right spot, they may be able to save some of the plumbing for the future apartment. There's already a washroom, but again, it's going to be renovated. This is the cold storage room, and you'll see in the drawings later that they're able to actually convert this into a washroom. So they're able to really utilize this space. Forced air heating system. And you can see some of the windows in this basement are quite large, and that's a huge plus. This client only needs to add 2 large windows, one for each living room. And he's still able to meet the new higher light requirements that the city of Welland is currently asking for. Older panel, probably going to be replaced when he adds the 3 separate hydrometers. All right, so sorry, it's actually a 1,200 square foot bungalow, not 1,100 square feet. So a little bit larger. It was on the market for a total of 62 days. So everything on this market right now is sitting, allowing us to get some great deals. All right, so let's take a look at the actual drawings for this property. So as you can see here, this is the upper level, pretty standard stuff. There's 3 bedrooms, kitchen, living, 1 bathroom. We're going to close off the staircase to the basement, put a stackable washer dryer, pretty standard stuff. It's just going to be a nicely renovated 1-bedroom apartment. The basement, this is where things get interesting. So you can see in the 2 colors here, the light blue is going to be 1 apartment and the light green is going to be another apartment. So these are 2 separate 1-bedroom apartments. So the 1,200 square feet is being split here between sort of staircase, mechanical room, and these 2 bedrooms. And you can, these 2 apartments. You can see in the green apartment, the cold storage room is being converted into a full washroom. So it's a great use of that space. This, I believe, was the existing kitchen, so he's able to save some of the plumbing. And like, these are spacious 1-bedroom apartments. So initially, I believe they were looking at a plan to make a 2-bedroom and a 1-bedroom apartment, but it was just going to be a little bit too tight. So I believe we recommended that, let's make 2 1-bedroom apartments that will really be very attractive in terms of having lots of space and really attract the ideal tenant profile who wants a very high quality 1-bedroom apartment. So kitchen, living, a large bedroom, full washroom. Same for this other apartment. The new windows. So I believe there's 2 new windows in this in this blue apartment, and same for the other one. So I was actually incorrect. There's actually 4 new windows being added. This is one of the challenges that we're starting to face in the city of Welland, where they've increased the light requirement for bedrooms, for living rooms. However, with this triplex conversion strategy, because the apartments are smaller, we are able to reduce some of the light requirements, because essentially it is the same requirements as before, but with a triplex conversion you usually have a large renovation budget, since you're going to be able to create more income. And with that larger budget, you're not spending any more for a triplex than you would a duplex, because the light requirements are both very high. Except here we're separating the kitchen and the living area, so that you only need to have the light requirement for the living area. You can see this little wall here and this wall here separating the kitchen and living. That allows us to consider the kitchen into a separate space, meaning it doesn't need the 10% light requirement that is now required for living spaces. And you can see here, this is where the property is situated on the lot. The 3 parking spaces, 2 in the driveway and 1 in the garage, that are required for a triplex conversion. So how do the numbers play out for a deal like this? 570,000 was the purchase price, down payment of 150, 20% down, land transfer tax, legal fees, and we're estimating the renovation budget to be around 200,000, maybe actually even a little bit more than that. So all in, this client's investment into this property is going to be around 770,000. We are assuming for these financials that he's going to be able to refinance the property at 80% of that value, so 616,000. Currently the mortgage rates are prime minus a half is about 4.2%, and the funds left in the deal is going to be 160,000. Now these numbers change. If the value comes back higher, he's able to pull out more, but then his cash flow is going to be less. So it's a bit of a trade-off how it goes. In terms of the rental income, we're estimating he can get about 2,000 plus hydro for the upper unit, and then 1,325 plus hydro for each of the basement apartments. So these rents are lower than our typical basement apartments, but it is smaller. It's not the entire basement, it's half of the basement. So as in terms of the total rent for this basement, this is actually quite a bit. So it's almost 2,650, which is more rent than we're going to get upstairs. So the curious part about this triplex conversion strategy is, over time, you're going to be able to increase your rents based on the market rising, and legal basement apartments that are created after 2018 don't have rent controls. So already from the get-go, more than half your monthly income doesn't have rent controls. The upper unit is considered the existing house, so that does have rent controls, but the basement apartments, every year you'll be able to increase it based on the market. So if you think inflation is going to continue to be high over time, then this is a great way to hedge yourself. At least more than half of your income is going to be able to increase along with inflation. So mortgage payment just under 3,000, property taxes, insurance, utilities. So again, 300 for utilities does not include hydro. This is, we're assuming, just for water and gas. And then the monthly cash flow is about $800, which is a substantial amount of cash flow given the higher interest rates. Not many deals can actually pencil in this much cash flow right now, which allows us to take advantage of these lower prices. Right now with the duplex conversion strategy, we are finding that many of these deals don't cash flow unless we're able to get significant discounts. And we are starting to see some deals that I'll be sharing in future. We're able to get some properties in the low 400,000s. Those can be great duplex strategies, but they're not of the quality of this type of property. But for properties like this in premium areas, we're able to make the numbers work by converting them into 3 units. So if you are interested in this strategy, on September 10th, we are having our next Welland investment tour, and we're going to be showcasing 3 properties like this that our clients have purchased that are triplex conversions. We're going to have the drawings available for you. We're going to run the numbers, and you're going to be able to see the property. Most of them are under construction right now, but you'll have the chance to see what is it that we're looking for this strategy, sort of the bones of the house, so to speak, and what are the requirements. We'll be going over all the requirements the City of Welland has and the practical requirements to be able to pull off this strategy. So if you're able to make it, check out the link in the comments below and sign up right away. And until next time, all the best.